good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you are watching this video. I wanted to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that I love you. I was thinking this morning about what I had to do today, what was on my to-do list, and this is the first day that the kids are back in school, so I have freedom, sort of. If you're like me, your to-do list when the kids aren't around ends up becoming ridiculously long, like unrealistically long. I'm gonna make all these errands and I'm gonna do all these things in the 6 hours, 7 hours that the kids are gone. It's not gonna happen. But in thinking about my to-do list today, it made me think of you. And it made me think of wherever you are and what you're doing. Do you ever have that voice that creeps in to what you think is a happy place, and then it starts the recorder? Patrick and I always refer to the voice in my head as like an evil record. Like on a loop, once you've flipped the switch, something triggers, all the negative voices start going in my head. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Nothing I do is good. I fail at everything. I start and I don't finish. I'm a wanderer, but the bad wanderer. I don't have vision. Nobody loves me. I'm ugly, fat, not worthy. God doesn't care about me. God doesn't have a plan. Those voices are not of God, and they are not truth. They come from a deep part of yourself where you don't believe in yourself. So this morning when I was doing my to-do list, here's the things I've got to get done that are unrealistic because I'm not going to get them all done. One of my things on my to-do list was to go to a consignment store and sell, or try to sell, some of my lookUP pieces that did not get returned. And they didn't get returned for whatever reason. lookUP can decide to not refund me items based on if its tags are on it, or they didn't take back any of their elegant collection, which if you're watching, you don't care about these things. But anyway, I have a stack of clothes from the previous business that I was trying to do. And it's maybe 20 pieces, so not a lot. But I was going to take them to a consignment store today. And it's funny, sitting there folding the clothes and getting them ready in a bag so they look nice to take to the consignment for them to look over to see if they want to take them back from me or buy them back from me. The voice started. The voice started saying, "You're not worthy. Look, it's another thing that you failed at. Look, it's another thing that you didn't do well," or I can't even describe some of the voice and some of the things that it says because they bring me to my knees sometimes. And then I was reminded of this venture, this project that God had told me I needed to do, these videos and this group and this YouTube page that remind people to look up. And it would be very hypocritical of me to not look up. I was literally sitting on my bed, folding the few clothes that I'm going to go back to try to sell. And I closed my eyes because the voice just became so loud and was fighting tears, was fighting curling back up underneath the covers with my dog and just vegging for the day. And I closed my eyes. I remembered what this whole venture, this whole project is about looking up, because our help comes from God and that our God sees us and that our God loves us. So I looked up, opened my eyes and looked up, and on my wall, I have like a jewelry closet cabinet thing, I had painted a canvas which sort of represented depth of ocean, so really a darker green blue color, and it goes up to white. And in the midst of there were kind of swirls. I was just being artistic and fun, but I wrote the words, "Be still." So I looked up, and floating up, my vision was floating up from the depths, this voice that says, be still. So I continued to pack my bags. I looked up. I am reminded that I am loved. I am reminded that God sees me, that God knows me, and God has a purpose. And he does for you. I don't know what your Thursday holds. This is the second day of the new year. Look up. You are seen and loved. Look up. The problems that you are facing today will not kill you and will not stop you. Look up. The gardener that I talked about yesterday or the day before is working. He has planted you in the situation that you are in with the people that you are with, and he intends for you to grow. Growing takes time. It takes good weather and bad weather. It takes dirt and grime. It takes weeding and discipline. But God is actively working in your life. Don't let the voice in your head stop you today. Be bold. Have the courage to step up even when you don't feel it. And know that I love you. I love connecting with you. And there are so many others in the world who need you here too. May you experience joy and laughter and love today when you tell the voices to shut up and you look up.